While reading to your children can improve their literacy and brain development, it can also help them drift off to sleep. Here now with a page turner that is sure to be an enjoyable, cozy bedtime read is author Jamie McDaniels. Welcome, Jamie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm excited to hear about your book. Tell me what we're looking at.
So this is it's a children's illustrated book, and it's my debut book. This was my first go at it, and I had thought about being an author for a while, but I didn't really have anything to say. So that's kind of important when you're writing a book, is to find something that you find important enough to put it on paper. So I was reading an article one day about moons on other planets and how they have names. Jupiter's moons have names, Saturn's moons have names, and Earth's moon is Moon. Yeah.
It's always a good one. It's like my kids, when they name our animals, it's like, the dog is dog,
right.
The cat is cat.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here comes duck.
Yeah, right? So I thought, well, if a child wanted to name the moon, what would they call it? If I wanted to name the moon, what would I call it? And so that's where the idea of the story was born, and I kind of went from there.
I love that. And so the story is about is it about the moon, or it's about a child?
It's both. It's about a child that realizes that Earth's moon doesn't have a name, and so he thinks, well, or she, what am I going to name this moon? And so the child thinks of all the things that are associated with the moon. The moon is made of cheese. There's a blue moon. There's full moon. And so they decide that they're just going to continue to go through all these ideas until they can find a good name for the moon.
So the book is truly about discovering the name for the moon.
Yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
It's so imaginative.
Thank you.
And what a great bedtime story, too, just with the night theme and getting the kids tired. I saw the artwork is just fantastic.
Thanks.
How did you come up with that style?
So I was thinking, I'd read lots of books. So we have, at home, we have two kids, 15 and 7, and the 7-year-old loves to be read to at bedtime. And 15-year-old's a little old for that now, but so we read a lot of books, and I just started going through all the books that we have at home and trying to decide, what looks best, what did I think would go along best with the story, and I thought watercolor would be nice.
It's one of my favorite mediums of art is watercolor. It's just so fun to look at. And but I am curious, like, this is you're a first-time author, this is your first book. Yes. What was the writing process like for you?
It was interesting. I wound up writing this in a sort of a rhyming fashion, and when you want to tell a story, you have to find a way to do it. And I actually found it pretty easy. The rhyme wound up being sort of like a jigsaw puzzle for me. I knew where I wanted to get to on the story. I just had to figure out how to get there, and so I started plugging in words here and there, and it just sort of evolved.
That is so cool. I think it's interesting, like, the creative process is so different than many other processes, and just hearing how these pieces that become literally artifacts that will exist in the home for sometimes generations come from those places. Yeah. Where can people buy it, and is it available now?
It is available now.
All right.
You can purchase it in either hardcover or paperback, and it's available on Amazon, and it's also available on the Barnes & Noble website.
Awesome. So check it out on Amazon or the Barnes & Noble website. And we're also going to include a link where you can find Jamie's book over on our website. Jamie, thank you so much for being here with us today. Folks, head over to ciLiving.tv after today's show.